so much, Rachel, and thank you to Mr. Julio Peterson and Mr. Bassett for allowing Reggie Wood to be here today to make this really an announcement about a truth that has been secret for far too long. Before I do that, I would like to acknowledge I'm here with Attorney Ray Hamlin, as well as Attorney Paul Napoli, Attorney Craig Finster, and Attorney Shahar Azulai. And we have present with us Mr. Reggie Wood, the daughters of Malcolm X, Kavila Shabazz, Ilyasa Shabazz, and Jamila Lumumba Shabazz. So often we talk about Black Lives Matter in America today. No one can argue that Malcolm X is the personification of Black Lives Matter. We're here today to talk about restorative justice because the past is prologue. The fact that Ray Wood, this New York undercover police officer who wrote this deathbed dying declaration of his involvement at the behest of his supervisors and explained that the New York Police Department, the FBI, conspired to discredit civil rights leaders, Black nationalist leaders, and even worse, to kill them when you consider the assassinations of Malcolm X, Fred Hampton, and Martin Luther King Jr. The past is prologue because just as they continue to enact in the intellectual justification of discrimination to justify what happened to Malcolm, they also use the intellectual justification to discriminate today to justify what happened to Breonna Taylor, what happened to 12-year-old Tamir Rice kids in Cleveland, Ohio, to justify the killing of Orlando Castile, the killing of Terrence Crutcher, the killing of Alton Sterling, and so many other names that never received any form of justice after they were unjustifiably murdered. Also, the letter is very revealing and riveting because it talks not only about the conspiracy that they engaged in to kill Malcolm X, it talks about the conspiracy to wrongfully convict the Panther 21 and Tupac Shakur's mother, Afeni Shakur, which led to her being incarcerated while she was awaiting trial, that she miraculously represented herself and was found not guilty. However, her prince, Tupac Shakur, because of Ray Wood, the NYPD and the FBI wrongfully and falsely accusing them, her prince, Tupac Shakur, was going into the prison cell. So this is about restorative justice to try to have those Black leaders, those civil rights activists who were wrongfully convicted over 50 years ago, to have them exonerated, to have the record set straight that they were not criminals, but what they were freedom fighters. And for that, the United States government conspired to discredit them and take away their liberty. So even though this is going to be astonishing revelation from the past, I remind you, the past is prologue. Malcolm X is Black Lives Matter. Malcolm X is Black Lives Matter.